How we doing, troops? Currently, I'm just exporting some stuff on Ableton, so I thought I'd take the time to jump on and let you know how I got into DJing because it's a question I get asked quite a lot, and I've never actually explained it publicly. So, fuck it, let's do it. Um, so, 2015, me and a group of mates booked up to go to Utrecht for a state of trance. We flew over, spent the weekend there. It was my first time in Amsterdam. And I was mind blown. You know, the production, the DJs, everything was just incredible. So much so that we were so eager to get back to somewhere abroad, and we actually discovered Luminosity Beach Festival. So that was in the summer of the same year. So four of us booked up to go there as well. We went, it was blazing sunshine all weekend. Luminosity was a proper intimate festival back then as well. So the DJs were just walking around, and you had like the stage, and you could walk right up, literally touch the decks if you wanted to. It was so like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a different to anywhere I've ever been before. Um, so we had come back from there, and I said to myself, I'm gonna learn how to be a DJ. Fuck it. So I bought a Tractor controller, and I was fucking around on the laptop, you know, getting some music, learning how songs were actually structured. Um, and yeah, just through self practice using YouTube and stuff, I kind of learned how to beat match. Obviously, I was using Sync to begin with, but then you get the hang of like beat matching, learning when to bring your tune in and kind of stuff like that. And I just practiced and practiced and practiced like religiously. And then I started recording some mixes, putting them on SoundCloud, Facebook, tagging my mates, and they were doing well. They were doing really well actually. So much so that a local promoter at the time, he's now one of my friends, Lewis M. He was running events in a nightclub called Kitty's. It's no longer there anymore, but he had messaged me maybe 6 months to a year after I got my decks, and he was asking, how's your DJing going? And I was like, yeah, really good, man. My mixes are doing well on SoundCloud. And he goes, right, I've got a proposition for you. How would you like to warm up for Ben Nicky and Kitty's um, next next month or in 2 months or whatever it was? It was like a really short space of time. I was like, to be honest, my arse like collapsed. I was like, wow, I don't know, man. Let me think about it. So I thought about it for a week, and I eventually messaged him back. I said, look, I've never used any of the club setup, like the Pioneer stuff. I've just got Tractor controller. And he goes, that's fine. We can like set up Tractor, and you can use the Pioneer decks through Tractor. Um, but let me know because it's a kind of important set. And I was like, yeah, really, really appreciate the offer, but I'm going to pass this time. I think I need a bit more practice. And Hannah Lang actually stepped in and done the set instead. But yeah, so I think it was the right decision at the time, but I just kept plugging away, and I ended up saving up some money and got myself a little Pioneer controller, to which I then religiously studied, you know, all the effects, where all the buttons were, because it's the same setup as the CDJs. So yeah, my mixes were becoming more frequent, probably once a month, and my mates were saying, "Oh, when's the next mix coming out? When's the next mix coming out?" So I'd done that for a while, and then fast forward to, I think it was 2022 or 23, maybe the end of 22, start of 23. I can't even remember. I should know that. I think it was 2022. My mate messaged me and she goes, "Oh, have you seen Ben Nicky's post?" And I was like, "Nah, what is it?" And she goes, "He's running a competition for his Ministry of Sound event. You get the chance to play on the pre-party on the boat up the river." And I was like, "Oh, wow." She was like, "You should enter it." And I was like, I don't know, like the chances of me winning, how many people are going to enter it, blah, blah, blah. But she convinced me to do it, and so I done it. The set went really well. I uploaded it. And then I forgot about it, to be honest. It was one night I was playing with one of my mates on the PlayStation. I got this notification on my phone. I'd hardly used Facebook. I only actually set up Facebook to enter this competition. I got loads of these notifications coming in. You know, congratulations, well done. Dean Hind has been tagged, blah, blah, blah. So I opened it, and lo and behold, I'd been tagged in a post by Ben Nicky saying congratulations. So I clicked on it, and there it was. I had won. Me and three others had won sets, but it wasn't actually for the pre-party. It was for the main event in Ministry of Sound, like one of the, I think it was the Baby Box Room it's called. So like the emotions that took over me then was just fucking incredible. I just remember going like onto the mic and saying, Ross, we need to book up for London. Like Ben Nicky has chosen me as a winner to one of his competitions in Ministry of Sound. So like before then I'd been playing for like my mates in their living rooms and shit like that, maybe a pub gig here or there, but like my first proper gig was in Ministry of Sound in London. And to actually think about that, and to think about if I never listened to my mate about entering that competition, probably never be where I am now. But like since then I've focused so much on producing my own music, practicing DJing, and just really having fun, because that was the reason I started doing it to begin with. I had no ambitions of being a DJ or travelling to Thailand to play 3 sets in Thailand, or multiple venues all over the UK. It's just it was never, I could never visualize it then. But when I got that first glimpse of like success with winning the competition, I was like, well, maybe this vision in my head is becoming recreated to something better. And then, like I say, as the time has passed, I've really, really, really envisioned something that's beginning to play out. I've got some really nice gigs coming up later in this year as well, and I'm so grateful for everyone that supports me, because if they didn't do that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, really. So yeah, basically that's how it came about. And then obviously I got into producing my own music, because I think there is no other feeling than playing your own music to a crowd, whether that's one person, 100 people, 1,000 people. Like when you see someone vibing to something you've made in a studio like this, it's like fucking absolutely incredible. But yeah, I think my if anyone was to ask for advice on how to become a DJ, I think the most important thing is obviously learn how to DJ. Don't turn up to gigs and like have a constant train wreck, because it's not cool, man. You need to learn how to actually DJ, beat match, pick the right tunes. That's the fundamentals, and then from there, just if you enjoy it, then it'll not be a chore. Do you know what I mean? Like if you enjoy mixing tunes, putting them on SoundCloud or whatever, or Facebook, then do it. And if you love it that much, then I truly believe that something will come of it. But yeah, that's my story. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, but I'm going to start doing more of these Sunday stories, and kind of let everyone know what goes on behind the scenes, because it could be useful to someone, it could not be. But anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed listening to me rambling on. This is still exporting, so I'm going to have some food now and go to bed. Cheers.